My 11 vulnerable lessons from my past relationship breakups. Number 1, you can't ask a person to know you who doesn't know themselves. Sometimes you can feel frustrated, angry, upset, sad, that someone is not knowing you at your deepest level. They're not able to see you for who you know you truly are. They're not able to see your value. And the reason why this is happening is because that other person is not able to see themselves for who they truly are. They're not able to see their value. They can't recognize value in themselves. Probably unconsciously, they're carrying low self-worth, low self-esteem, so they don't see much in themselves. Therefore, they're not able to see much in you. So don't take it personally that if you've been discarded or disposed by someone else or treated really badly for not being known or accepted for who you are. They just simply can't do it if they haven't done it for themselves. Never put looks or sexual chemistry above character, morals, values, and vision. Looks is the rose petals, the roots are the ladder. A relationship only survives on its roots. When you initially meet somebody, it's easy when you find them attractive and you really think they're pretty or beautiful or look amazing, that you start to give up your own values, you give up what is important to you, and you allow that dopamine and sexual chemistry to take over, and all of a sudden you're putting them on a pedestal and you think that they have something that you don't. You think that they have some sort of image or looks or something external that you don't, and all of a sudden you stop ignoring what you really should not stop ignoring, and those are the red flags. The things that they say that you probably should question more, and you stop even going deep into finding out about their character. So I really recommend when you first meet someone, go deep into finding out about their character, their morals, their values, their last relationship breakups. Why did they break up? What did they contribute? How did they used to fight with their partner? Give examples of how they used to fight, and really find out the person's character and values as the top priority. One of the most important traits, if not the most important trait to look for, is self-honesty. If the person cannot tell the truth to themselves, they will not tell it to you. This is extremely important. You actually can't grow with someone if they're not self-honest with you. Because when you have fights, when you have conflicts, when you have disagreements, this is all inevitable. If they don't have self-honesty, then they will not allow themselves to see their role, and therefore they won't own their role in the problem, and therefore it can't be solved if it's only you that creates the problems or only you are responsible. They have to see that they have ability to respond to and they contributed. If they're lying to themselves, they're going to lie to you. If they deceive themselves, they're going to deceive you. And it's not good because it causes you to erode your self-trust and start to question yourself, and that over a long time is not healthy. Number 4, pride and fear will destruct anything great. You will never regret choosing love. If you have a disagreement with your partner, if they see things differently to you, or if they say something that hurts you, you never want to shut down emotionally or withdraw or start walking in a different direction on your own, thinking that you're better than them without truly observing and analyzing what your contribution was. If you think only they are the problem and you have something greater than them and you truly haven't gone deep on what you contributed, you might be about to destruct something that could have been the best thing in your life. But because you had too much pride and you thought, oh, well, they're the problem, or I'm better than them, or they shouldn't have treated me that way, then basically you could be destructing something, could be the best thing ever. So look at your role and look at what you contributed before you decide to let your fear and your pride ruin it. Number 5, your intuition will always be right. Do not ignore it. If they say or do something that pierces your soul and really destructs your soul and really crushes it, you generally feel that deep inside of you. And if you feel that feeling, do not ignore it. If you're getting signs from them that your soul is telling you this is wrong, it should not be this way, I should not feel this pain in my body, listen to your body first, because your body tells you the score always. Number 6, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Don't forget this. You teach people to disrespect you by allowing the disrespect. And you've got to think to yourself, what is my standard? What has been my bar on the level of behaviors that I have allowed? If you've got a real low bar or real low self-respect level, then you're going to allow more disrespectful behaviors, more behaviors that are going to create pain for you. And all of a sudden you're teaching them to just do whatever they want and walk all over you. That's not going to allow a healthy relationship. It's going to destruct it. And so you must speak up for anything that you know that doesn't honor you from a respectful place. Number 7, to the extent you value yourself is to the extent someone else will value you. Increase your self-value. If you value yourself to a certain degree, then same thing, you're not going to allow a certain level of behaviors. You're going to say no a lot sooner than someone who has lower self-value perception. And if you value yourself as something really amazing, then you know you deserve that. And so you ask for that from your partner. And if they can't meet that, you have the security in yourself to walk away. Secure people can walk away when someone's not valuing them to the level they deserve to be valued. Insecure people will allow a lot more destructive behaviors. If you've tried everything to get them to change, they're still not changing, then it's their character and you've probably got to walk away. Number 8, do not put any human being on a pedestal. You will compromise your values and it won't be worth it. This is very destructive if you think they have something they don't. Maybe it's money they have that you don't. Maybe it's looks. Maybe it's a friendship group. Maybe it's a certain job or career or knowledge. Maybe it's confidence. If there's something that you think they have that you don't, then you're not seeing yourself truly for who you are. You have to see that you have every trait yourself. And if you're seeing only these certain traits that they have as having benefits and not equal opposite drawbacks, then you will start to compromise your values in order to get that external thing and sacrifice yourself in the process, and that will only bring a lot of long-term pain to you. Number 9, a person who can't see themselves will not be able to see you. I mentioned this in an earlier point, but if they can't see themselves, they won't see you. Don't be upset when they can't. It's just a law, a universal law. Number 10, the other person won't respect you if you don't respect yourself. You must be willing to walk away. Willingness to walk away is an essential ingredient in a relationship. If any time they do something that violates your values that you know is a must, that they can never do, because it would just create too much pain and break of trust for you, then you have to have a willingness to walk away. That puts you in a place of power in the relationship, and they will sense that. They will sense that they can't manipulate you, they can't deceive you, that there's a level of behavior that if they do that, you just won't tolerate it. So have a standard for yourself and have a willingness to walk away. Number 11, you only want to allow yourself to fall in love with the person for who they are now, not the person you hope them to be in the future. That's not love. This is really important. If you can't accept your partner and love them for who they are now, you're going to project onto them all the things that they should change. And they're not going to feel loved or accepted by you, and they're only going to feel not enough. That's not a healthy dynamic for a relationship. You want to be able to see their traits and see they have positive benefits and also drawbacks as well, but not only drawbacks to the traits, because then you'll start to resent them. So make sure you're with someone for who they are now, not for the hope of the future, because the more you hold on to that, the more you invest emotionally, the more love you're going to start to feel, which actually it's not even real love, it's just infatuation, because you're only falling in love with the idea of the future, not for who they are now. It's going to make it harder and harder for you to walk away. So remember that point. I hope these 11 points have helped you, has served you. Use them in your current and your future relationships, and I'm sure it will help you to make it extraordinary. See you in the next video. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think.